Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm
I'm
Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching Better Call Saul.
Look,
A day late.
Again, remember when we said we're gonna watch this early morning, Tuesday morning?
Nothing happened.
Life just happens to us. Like, we had some obligations.
Yeah, and what we did read from
Before.
Vince or Peter, whoever.
It was neither of them. It was, I feel like, some guy, Tim.
Okay.
Maybe it was something, but
okay,
like someone from the
who
production or whatever.
Exactly said that they didn't know this is gonna be a mid-season finale or something like that.
They said like they wrote this to be like 13 episodes. It's not like this is not like half of the season,
Okay.
you know. They just like wrote this to be a 13 episode season, and then like wherever you cut it. So like it wasn't half season, mid-season finale or something.
We don't expect Walt.
So we were just like, okay, you know, no need to, like, we thought it was gonna be like really bad to have to avoid that, but like we didn't. So it's fine. I mean, I avoided, I had to mute a lot of people on my Twitter as per usual, and thankfully I have seen nothing from this episode, so we're still good.
Yeah.
We're still good, and I'm very afraid as to what to expect.
Yeah, especially because we got the comment. We got a comment, oh my god, guys, watch Better Call Saul immediately.
Also, why is everything white? I couldn't tell you. We're
wedding.
The opposite of a funeral, I guess.
Exactly.
Usually it's all black. A wedding? Whose?
Well, I don't know. Nobody's, unfortunately.
Last episode, we all know what happened those last couple of seconds. Kim turned her car around.
Oh my fucking god.
And they are going to do something about their plan that is now, I guess,
that's what I expect this
not
whole
really
episode
working.
To be all about. I think they're gonna work. I think they're gonna manage doing that.
I have no idea how is it gonna
Howard
end.
Over horribly.
Yeah, no, I wonder, like, I'm sure this episode is gonna be like D-Day, right? Their plan. And now they have a problem because that judge that they like made or whatever and like taken photos of like him and Jimmy has a broken arm. So like now those photos are, I guess, useless.
Yeah.
And what they're gonna do, I'm sure that they are gonna mostly achieve it. I just don't know if the episode is gonna end with like them having won and then we like wait what the consequences of that are gonna be in the next half of the season. Or are we gonna see some consequences immediately? Like, are we gonna see, is something gonna go wrong and some consequences are awful? I don't know. Those are the things that I don't know. I don't know how this is all gonna pan out.
Me neither. I'm thinking right now about it, but I'm not sure what the consequences could be that happen immediately.
I don't know.
Because I'm not sure, like, it's gonna be bad for, let's say, Kim immediately, you know? Maybe Howard's gonna have some kind of evidence.
I still don't know. I'm suspicious about everything around Howard right now. I don't even know if his like PI is like could set up there. I don't know anything.
But the thing is, could be. But I think they're gonna succeed. I think they're gonna do exactly what they planned in different way. At the end of the day, I think Howard's reputation is gonna be ruined. What I am not sure is if Howard or somebody else are gonna figure out something, how they screwed him over. He's gonna have that's gonna screw Kim, let's say, over, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think immediately. No.
And then I'm not sure how this episode can end with them figuring out consequences.
And I still am trying to.
Maybe they're gonna see broken Howard crying. I feel bad.
What who you feel bad now. Also the like thing that I don't know how it's gonna connect to everything is Lalo, because like it has to, because like Kim knows and Jimmy doesn't know. There has to be something there for the storyline, and I can't even imagine.
I think that's gonna be more from the next episode.
Yes, me too, and I think that's gonna be like
because
also
I think this
a part of the karma, you know, like that they're getting because of the things that they're doing.
Well, yes, because they got into that business from the first place. But I think this episode is gonna concentrate mostly on them screwing Howard, D-Day, and whatever. Yeah. And maybe the story with Lalo and consequences are gonna happen in the second half of the season, in my mind.
Okay, again, what I'm assuming is like their like main plan with Howard is for maybe him to start blaming Jimmy of, I don't know, maybe bribing the judge, because like Howard thinks Jimmy took out 20,000. That's what his PI showed him, and then there's photos of Jimmy and the judge, like, together. And so, like, I feel like Howard would be thinking down that road, and then if he blames Jimmy in front of the judge or in front of everyone, whatever,
Exactly, but
I feel like that would be a thing.
The judge is also then problem there. You know what I mean?
The thing is, the judge is gonna be like, no, I didn't take any.
But like, how can
bribe.
you prove it? We have pictures. Here you go.
Maybe there's a way to prove it that's like very obvious or something. Like Jimmy's gonna be like, that wasn't. But like they're making it look like the judge. They could be. I don't know. My theories usually don't have a strong basis. I don't work them through enough. But like something along those lines.
Yeah, no. That makes sense in my opinion. I'm just not sure how that's gonna finish. But is that a Sandpiper's case right now?
Yeah, that's the judge on the Sandpiper case.
Okay, so
like they want that case to be like.
So it's gonna be like Howard wants to not close the case because Jimmy bribed the judge.
No, he's gonna be like Jimmy's bribing the judge for the judge to get the case, I guess, maybe dismissed sooner or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what Howard would be thinking. And like whatever like ensues now, I'm assuming that Cliff is gonna be like, look, this is getting messy. Let's just settle. And that's how the Sandpiper case ends. And also they are that this could be an issue. I don't feel they're gonna, I guess, drug Howard, let's say. Like, give him something that's gonna make it appear as if he is on cocaine.
And I read a comment. The thing is, this influences you in different ways depending on how much you're used to caffeine. We saw in the previous episode that Howard doesn't drink caffeine at all. Maybe that's gonna be also a bigger problem because if they drug him,
like what I always feared is that like they do this, like they give this to Howard, whatever, and Howard actually dies from it.
I don't think so.
Like those are my worst case scenarios that I just feel like are very dark.
I don't think the show is gonna go down that path for either of their characters. In my mind.
Hopefully, because like if they do kill Howard unintentionally,
that...
but like if they do, like they got a person fucking killed because of their, like that's, I don't know what to tell you. And again, then we had to talk about more severe consequences that they deserve because like you just killed a person. I
disagree. I think I agree and disagree because I think the consequences for them are gonna be horrible because they're gonna feel horrible. They're gonna wanna die because of what they did.
But like when we're talking about consequences in terms of like feelings, yes, like that's fine for them, but also like where is that justice for Howard? Like they just feel bad, and so like that's gonna eat them up. Yes, that's gonna eat them up, but that's gonna eat them up, of course. But also, I mean, you kill the person. It's not just enough for them to feel bad and then for them to eat them up. Of course, that's always gonna be the worst punishment you get, basically. But still, it shouldn't be the only thing.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think still that's happening.
Look, that has been my main fear from the beginning, that whatever they're doing, like screwing Howard over, his reputation results somehow accidentally. I mean, always accidentally, because like it's not like they're killing him. Like always accidentally somehow ends with Howard dying. I thought for a second, there's like a point when I thought like, what if it's like suicide or whatever, if he loses everything and like he doesn't have a healthy home life, nothing to fall back to. And like he's seeing a therapist, so like what if they do it like that? Like that is my main worry from the beginning.
Every case would be different, right?
Every what?
Every case, the way he would die would be different.
Well, I mean, sure, yeah, but
it wouldn't be it would be the same and not the same.
Well,
if he died by them drugging him, or if he died by suicide, or if he died by car running him over because he wasn't in his mind. Every case would be different, but that would be.
But it still turns out awful. Like that the end result is awful, and like that is the thing I was always most fearful of, and I don't know if the show is gonna push it that far. I guess that's like we have to wait and see. I don't think we're gonna see in this episode. I mean, unless it's because of the drug. Then we are gonna see in this episode.
That's what I want to say. That's the only thing I don't expect. I don't think the show is gonna go by the road that they killed him by their hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but like it's still then accidental.
What?
It's still accidental. Like they didn't think it's gonna
It's
harm him in
different
every way.
if he. It's different in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Look, I really just want to watch the episode. We have it. Let's watch. I'm very fearful of it, and we'll talk about it after it finishes, and then we have a month or whatever. Plan and execution. See, execution. You know, could that be a double meaning? Maybe a Lalo executes someone. The guy. Did you see the face?
Lalo.
Lalo?
That's
That's
not
not
Lalo.
Lalo.
What exactly
What
was
is
Lalo?
it? I can't see the face.
But this would mean that he's back.
Yeah. Well, he got the information that he came from for. I mean, is this America? It doesn't look like Germany. It looks like America. Plan execution. Swear to God, that execution has to mean execution. I hate that. I hate the tickings.
But where can he go? Because Mike has everything covered pretty much.
Well, lab.
Hmm?
The lab. I mean, everything is covered. Did you
He's
close your eyes
like
for like
her.
30 seconds? Or are we going back to the sewer?
He's going back to the store. What the fuck is he doing?
Look, I'm 10 steps behind Lalo at
And
any
it's not,
point.
it's not just that. And I think if he's doing it like this carefully, even if Mike has guys somewhere, they're not gonna manage to see him somehow.
Again, he succeeds in nothing. Like, he doesn't succeed, so like, even if he, let's say, gets past everything, and, I mean, comes to Gus or whatever, Gus kills him then, because there's no other option here. There's no other alternative.
Now when we see that...
I mean, like, I would assume it's Gus's house.
Now when we see that Jimmy comes.
Look, Gus doesn't live this close to the road, does he? Oh, is it like Pollos Hermanos? Oh, okay, it's the lab.
Right, okay.
Okay, makes
no
more
more
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's like a scale, but the scale is tipped way up in one direction. Is it because we're more bad than we're good?
I'm not afraid of death. Like a death greater than I haven't faced.
Why did I start talking about death?
Life is the worst. Love? That's crack.
Get in! We need to reshoot!
Oh.
$300 for 90 minutes. Come on.
Oh, he's an actor who's practicing
Okay.
line, but still, why do you say
You're
death?
not hearing me.
Let nothing stand in your way.
Here's the spirit that takes people places. Come on.
So they're gonna manage to make another
They
photo.
might manage to make another photo.
Do you think that Howard is gonna die by them drugging him? That's the only thing that I think so. I'm not saying that he can't die. I'm just saying that that would be
This
The worst.
is
the worst case scenario because that's by their hands.
No, look, my mind always goes to the worst case scenarios, and
One
like,
thing is him
I
dying.
don't...
The other thing is him dying by their hands. Them drugging him.
This is for
Because everything you're saying so far is like you think he's gonna die.
for you.
Well, look, the show is not helping the case. They're talking about death in the first minute.
What are you doing teaching a class? I told you we have zero time.
You have time to discuss my fee?
Discuss your fee. Your fee is your fee.
You think this is safe? Feel free to go find someone.
What?
Good for you, boy.
Fine, Jesus.
5. Think you promise?
Pinky, all the fingers. Just don't tell the others.
Right, Jules? You came to the
Best ass reaming.
That'd be excellent.
I feel like she should get the most pay.
Is that what you gotta set up?
Don't get
Where
my
are you
stuff.
gonna take pictures
It's
of?
taken care of.
Where is he cast?
Where is he?
He's
Got
cast.
everything.
Oh,
Or
here's like maybe he's coming.
maybe.
God, girl, we could have been doing so much good,
Sure it is.
and yet
Absolutely sure. We wanna
is the
celebrate.
cast.
Yeah, I know, but I can do it. I mean, I was around your cast almost as much as you were. Here, give me the bag. You get back in the car, bust the speed limit, you'll still make that
Okay.
lunch.
This is where I need to be.
My light meter in here?
Yeah,
Almost there.
And they're
But
gonna
that's the
be-
thing. If they take a picture, that's a picture for Howard to think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So like then
yeah.
his PI has to be
100%.
fake. I mean, not
I
fake, but
mean-
like working for Jimmy.
I mean, they planned this whole thing from the beginning.
No, guys, we can't see it. You have to turn so you can see it. You have to. No.
What is she? What is she?
This looks ridiculous.
Amarillo.
Okay.
Can't rush the process.
Do I have this much time? How do you have this much time?
I don't know, like what else?
Literally.
As long as there's an image, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Literally, how they have this much time?
I love. I don't fucking know.
She
They
turned
had
around
an
this
hour.
morning.
They had an hour.
Exactly, this is more than now.
Oh, I didn't see the time. I thought it said 11:30. But I don't know what time they're meeting.
What's that? Don't worry about it.
But like, how does the judge even come there?
And did he put drugs right now?
But they're now meeting with the Sandpiper residents, right? The judge is not even supposed to be there. The ridiculous thing here is this is a comedy show. Like so many other things are so fucking funny. But if we look at the, it's a. Oh, I fucking knew it. Howard boy, you got a big storm coming. You know, maybe they just succeed in like ruining his reputation, and then Howard is like, "You're awful people," and then we just finish. Best case scenario.
What happens when you drop or shake a can of soda? Here, let me show you a little trick. Something about the centrifugal force pulls the bubbles from the inside of the can, stops it from exploding.
Wait, that's good to know, actually.
Yeah, that's actually.
Wow. Could have used this a couple of times.
You know who taught me that trick?
Chuck, say Chuck, you're dying.
He used to do it, out of habit. Anytime he opened a can, almost unconsciously. Charles McGill. The M in HHM. Greatest legal mind I ever knew.
Wow. I hope someone says that about me someday.
Well, maybe there are more important things.
Mr. Tadowski is here.
I don't like this.
Now,
I told him.
Honestly, I now expect him to die.
all the parties
You
are
put it in my mind, I'm now not gonna be surprised if he
I
dies.
just phoned about 10 minutes out.
Sorry about that. You're fresh out of the bath.
What am I looking at?
Took those about 7 this morning. Miguel sat on a bench in Trumbull Park. Then the subject you see there passed by and collected a package from Miguel, tucked it in his sling.
Oh my God. Same envelope. And the man with the mustache?
I was hoping you'd recognize him.
I don't, but what can you do to find this man?
He can,
Oh,
he's
he
gonna
doesn't know who the
recognize
judge
him
is when
he
he
sees her.
enters.
Not
he's
perfect,
the
but
judge.
enough.
Hi, Irene.
Irene. Still the worst thing Jimmy did
Lovely.
when he did that to you.
I think this is worse than
I don't
that.
know.
I honestly do believe this is worse than that.
How are you, my dear? You're going to meet Mr. Schweikert and his associates, who represent Sandpiper's interests, and it's all going to be very polite and professional. And to make sure it stays polite and professional, an independent mediator is going to keep things that way. Kind of like a referee.
Yeah, very nice retired judge out of Santa Fe, Judge Casimiro. I've known for many, many years.
I'm just so glad this is all going to be over soon.
Well, we all know the saying, the wheels of justice turn slowly.
All the parties are here, and Aaron has the out-of-state reps dialed in on the Polycom.
Fantastic. And Judge Casimiro?
In the waiting
Sure,
area,
he
ready to
feels
come
so.
in once we're all assembled.
Excellent. Well, this is it then. We'll freshen this up for you in the conference room.
Thank you.
I'm so fucking stressed. I was thinking about this case, like if I was a older person that was involved in this case, I would I'm probably gonna die soon either way. Might as well get more money for my children.
And I believe
Difference is $100, $200.
Oh, I think it's
Good
millions.
afternoon, everyone.
For every person, no.
I don't know,
They said
actually.
that.
I hope for every person, like maybe 100,000 or something.
Of
course.
when
Great
it
to
all
see
gets
you,
set.
Rich.
No.
I think you've met Irene Lamb.
No,
That's
that's not what they
ridiculous. I mean,
said.
that's ridiculous. If it's like $100 to $200, that's ridiculous.
It is.
Now that all the parties are here, the mediator will be invited in.
Congratulations.
Whoops, hello?
Oh, that's the one.
Miss Dalco and Provo, you still on the line?
Is that who we are?
Unmute and let us know. Yes, I'm here, Miss Griff. Great.
And it looks like our mediator has arrived, so we'll get started. Got you right there at the head of the table. Is there anything I can get for you?
I'm absolutely fine. Thank you. I am a pencil and notepad person. All I need. Oh,
I'm imagining the same scene as Chuck in the
Okay.
trial, who's
I know
like
we're
saying, you know,
all
couldn't be
anxious to
precious
get things
Jimmy,
started,
when he starts
but you'll
blaming
have to
Jimmy, and everyone's
suffer
like,
through my traditional spiel,
But this
unfortunately.
is they're in
My
the
name is
conference room. I
Brandon
expect it to be in the
Casimiro,
court.
and I am
yeah, me
With many
too, but
people.
he's a mediator, so he's not a actual judge for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
case.
Happy to be
He's a
here.
mediator for the
But
case.
At the end, let us move forward with the. Howard?
Wow.
He's gonna look high on drugs while he's talking about how this judge was bribed.
I'm sorry. I don't think we can proceed with these negotiations today. Our mediator here keeps using the word compromise when he, in fact, is compromised.
I beg your pardon?
I think you heard me. Howard.
This is exactly what's gonna exactly happen.
And this morning around 7 a.m., you walked across Trumbull Park in town.
No,
You didn't stop at the park this morning.
I didn't. I got to Albuquerque early, not at 7 a.m. And I didn't go to a park.
You sure?
Howard, if the judge says he's sure, then
Of course I'm sure.
So you weren't in town to visit our mutual acquaintance, James Morgan McGill. Or maybe you know him as Saul Goodman.
I don't know anyone by either of those names.
Okay. You want to go that way? Julie, go to my desk, please. There's an envelope with photos. Bring it to me quickly.
Let's see, like, if they see those photos. It looks like him.
Maybe they
I'm
will not.
sorry. These photos. These are photos of me.
They show exactly what I'm describing. I had a private investigator following Jimmy McGill. You were photographed.
Are those photographs taken?
Yeah,
There's no
that's what I
photographs.
expect.
Payoff this morning in the park.
There's no
That's
fucking
what I expect.
photographs.
I'm sorry, this is just.
Jimmy McGill,
Because if
who
they see the photos, that's
originated
it.
This suit is what?
Admittedly, it all sounds a bit baroque.
Yeah, the pictures
But when
are
you see
taken
photos,
away.
Yeah, they're gonna be
things will be
changed.
clearer.
There could be changed,
They're
yeah.
gonna be
Yeah, they
changed.
could be
I'm looking
changed.
forward to that.
I have the pictures, Mr. Hammond. Julie,
The moment of truth.
now.
Take a look.
Yeah, it's not the same photos.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not,
sure.
of course it's not. I don't know how, yeah, exactly.
They've been switched. Somehow he switched them.
Howard?
No, Jimmy. He snuck in somehow, and these are not the pictures I saw.
Mr. Hamlin, are you all right? Your eyes.
I am fine. This is a campaign by Jimmy to take me down.
You are blowing this. You need to take a long, deep breath and apologize to everyone for what you
Of
just
course.
did.
I'll call my PI. He has the negatives.
Listen to me.
No. The original photos will prove everything.
Howard.
Just wait. You'll see.
I don't know what to say.
I suppose there really is nothing to say.
We've reconsidered our position.
Lower.
Going back to our previous offer. That stands till end of day. And tomorrow we reduce it by $1 million, and then another $1 million the day after that.
Somehow, some way, that son of a bitch gave me something that dilated my pupils. I don't know what, but it's wearing off already. Look.
You say that Jimmy McGill drugged you.
My PI, Jenendowski, had to have been in on it. He must have shown me one set of
This
photos.
all sounds
and
so
then
insane.
Switched them after I
But
left
it's
the office.
literally what
Howard,
happened.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, Julie got a call from our detective agency. They wanted to update their contact info. So, of course, she changed the number in the system, but it turns out it wasn't them. That was Jimmy. I got played. Every step of the way.
Okay, but the drug is wearing out and he's
And he
still
seems-
alive, so
I know
it's
it
fine.
sounds like-
It's fine. He's not
Yeah.
gonna
And
die.
he seems so honest right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Rich went back to the previous offer. I'm going to recommend to the class that we take it.
No. No way. We go to trial. Cliff, this case is incredibly strong. I put this thing in front of a jury, then
I'm not thinking about you, Howard. I'm not thinking about Jimmy. I'm thinking about the time, the expense, the uncertainty. I'm thinking about our clients.
God, they have issues. The fuck is Lalo?
Adivina quién. Soy Orlando y estoy vivo. ¿Ve eso? Ahí está. El secreto de Frink. Y le puedo decir lo que está ahí adentro. Un hoyo grande, donde un ingeniero alemán, Werner Ziegler, diseñó el lugar perfecto para esconder el Mother of All Meth Labs. Y bueno, esa es mi historia. Así que hoy en la noche voy a entrar ahí. Voy a matar a todos sus guardias y le voy a enseñar la evidencia.
I mean,
Literally,
not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Usted decide.
But execution.
Execution. Maybe that's the execution.
Maybe he's gonna have it on camera, but not gonna be able to
send or something, yeah.
Casa Tranquila.
Huh.
Looking to speak to one of your residents, Hector Salamanca. I'm a relative.
Of course, just a moment.
What's with his face?
I don't know, is it because it's taking long? What?
Yeah, maybe he thinks that they're listening to him.
Oh yeah, because like they are also following Hector's.
Yeah. Okay.
That was smart of you. And yet still you fail. So like, interesting.
But he's not expecting us to be ready.
I know.
So where are you gonna make a mistake?
Yes, here's Hector.
El pollero cuida muy bien sus pasos. Esa es la mala. La buena es que vuelvo al plan original. A él le va a llegar una sorpresa mañana noche.
And again, he does not succeed. Like
where is he gonna make
truly, he does everything right. Wow, they work fast. Mike.
But he said that he's gonna attack tonight.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, I think they mean like Gus's house because like he shouldn't be knowing about this place, but he knows about this place. But again, you don't succeed. So like, what the fuck happens? Is Gus gonna be like?
We have 6 more episodes. I think that's gonna be closer to the ending of the season. I think that's gonna happen now.
I'm so fucking stressed. Fuck.
I pulled guys off all the low priority targets to
But
cover
when he...
the laundry. Tyrus is there with his crew. Aside from that, it's all hands on deck at your house.
But when he doesn't attack him at his house tonight,
yeah, they're
gonna know that like he lied.
He goes down.
Look, Howard is alive. Oh, here comes Howard.
You don't have to get it.
Why the fuck is that candle?
Back of it.
Is he drinking?
Yeah.
You doing okay? I'm fine. This is for you. You earned it. You won.
You won. Oh, Walter's saying I won.
What did I win?
It's late, Howard. Do you want to tell us what this is about?
I was wondering that too. What it's all about. I mean, what do you tell yourselves? What justification makes it okay? Howard's such an asshole, and he deserves it. I sided with Chuck too often. I took away your office, put you in doc review. All of the above. Howard's daddy helped him get to the top, but you both had to struggle. Howie has so much, and we have so little. Let's take him down a peg or two. What allows you to do this to me? Because this isn't just a prank. No. Why go through this elaborate plot just to burn me to the ground?
Burn you to the ground. Howard, come on. You'll be fine. You always land on your feet.
Yeah, sure. And my clients and peers will whisper that Howard Hamlin's a drug addict. You're right. I've worked my way through worse. Debt, depression, my marriage falling apart. Just one more thing that old Howard has to work through. But yes, I will land on my feet. I will be okay. But you, far from it. You two are soulless. Jimmy, you can't help yourself. Chuck knew it. You were born that way. But you, one of the smartest and most promising human beings I've ever known. And this is the life you choose.
All right, you're too tight to drown. I'm calling you.
Oh, good. Phony compassion. No, I'm very, very believable, but I'm far from done.
No. You are done, Howard.
You're perfect for each other. You have a piece missing. I thought you did it for the money, but now it's so clear. Screw the money. You did it for fun. You get off on it. You're like Leopold and Loeb, two sociopaths.
All right, that's enough.
You know it's true. You just have the guts to admit it.
Great, now you need to go.
I'm going to make it clear to everyone, because I'm going to dedicate my life to making sure that everybody knows the truth. Believe
What was the candle? I don't know. It's like about to
Ken, I know you
blow.
really are forever.
It's
Lalo.
But why?
He's not shoot Howard.
But why?
I don't know, because he's just here.
But why would he shoot Howard?
Howard, you need to leave.
Who are you?
Just get the fuck out.
Nobody.
Because he saw him. That's why he's gonna kill
Talk to
him.
my lawyers. Oh, is that right? You want some advice?
Because he saw him.
Find better lawyers.
Howard, please, just turn around.
No. Take your time.
Too fucking late.
What's this about?
Too fucking late. Oh my god.
Please,
Oh my god.
please just tell us what you want.
Like I said, to talk.
He doesn't.
I think I'm in the middle of something. There's really no need to. Oh my god! No! Oh my god! No! Okay. Let's talk.
Is this coming again? What the fuck is this? What the fuck was this? Are you laughing?
I don't know if I'm laughing or if I'm crying.
It sounded like
both.
if you're laughing.
I mean, look, the episode was just too fucking clear that Howard is dying. Honestly, I just didn't know how. I don't know why it didn't cross my... Honestly, I always thought Lalo somehow gets involved. Like, Howard maybe comes in the middle of it or something. But, like, when it started playing out like this, I just thought, look, accidentally because of the drug or something. Like, that was my main concern at that point, that I forgot about the Lalo part of it all.
I honestly, at the end, when he came, was terrified. But I wasn't terrified for Lalo. I was terrified that he's gonna attack them. That he's gonna get drunk. You know? Come drunk.
Oh, I thought when I saw him drunk, I thought he was just gonna leave and crash because he was drunk.
Oh,
I thought that was gonna happen. I didn't think he was gonna attack them. That wasn't an issue at all. I literally thought he was gonna... because Jimmy said, like, you're drunk, I'm gonna get you a cab. I was like, he's not gonna take a cab.
No, I'm saying
crash.
Before, literally when we saw that he's coming, and he came like this, looked like he was drunk.
Yeah,
you know? I was thinking of the way how it can end badly. Didn't think that Lala is gonna.
I swear to fucking God, that was the most terrifying scene when the candle nearly blew. and he just came.
For me, when he started putting
God.
thing on the gun.
No, I don't know.
To me, that part was the most terrifying.
I don't know how to start this review, honestly. Lost for words. It's one of the best episodes of the show for me. It was, I think, incredibly well done. I think the tension that they built was so good, and I think that from the beginning there were a lot of premonitions about Howard dying. I swear every time I'm just like, anytime something happens with Howard, I'm like looking at me and I'm like,
I honestly think
because
we went into this episode talking about him dying. I didn't before today thought that Howard's gonna die in this episode. Definitely not. Maybe sometimes in the future. Definitely not in this episode. And then when the episode began, I guess you thought that he's gonna die in this episode, and then you started talking about it. So I think if it wasn't in your mind, I don't think you would, because literally every every scene that came on the screen, you were like, this must be something connected to Howard dying, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
you started questioning every scene because you kind of thought of it before. Before, if you didn't think of it, I don't think every single person thought he was gonna die from the beginning of the episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but like just because the entire time since they wanted to start this with Howard, I told you that's my worst case scenario. Howard somehow dying because of this, but I thought because like how we started, I thought it was gonna be, I don't know, like let's say a heart attack, a suicide because of whatever just happened now. Or like the drugging part.
Honestly, I thought it was too far.
Yes, I agree, but like I thought it was gonna be that because like I didn't know why Lalo and Howard would be like. I thought that for a second, like somehow because like in the break between season 5 and 6, I thought like maybe somehow like when Lalo comes to Kim and Jimmy, whatever, and Howard is somehow in the middle or whatever, and he dies just as like is collateral damage just for being here. Like I thought that, but like as the season progressed and Lalo did not come into contact with either Kim or Jimmy, then like it became, because like in my mind I kept thinking of ways that Howard dies because of this, because like I thought that was gonna be the ultimate, let's call it punishment for Kim and Jimmy. Like they start doing this and then like it's so unfair for Howard as a person to be a collateral. Yes, I know, but like I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but usually like someone's death influences the character's development.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Jimmy and Kimmy are main guys here, so like of course they're gonna writers are gonna write Howard that, especially because Jimmy and Kimmy did what they did second before that to Howard. And Howard was there in their apartment because of that.
Yeah. And so
in my mind, I just didn't think there was a possibility for him to die of the drugs. That was by their hands.
Yeah.
You know, in this case, even though it would be of course intentional, but they did drug him.
Yeah.
They should. That's like second degree murder, something like that. But it doesn't matter. It's still a murder.
Yeah.
You know, to me, that would be. This is also, I mean, their fault. He is dead because of what they did to him. He was there because of what they did to him.
He wouldn't have been in their apartment.
Exactly, but they didn't kill him. That's what makes it easier for me, as opposed to if it was by drugging.
Yeah.
That would be
worse. I get it, but I mean, like still
he's
the same. It's the same case scenario.
It's like the same result, but this makes more sense to me, and I love this more.
I have had it in my mind from the beginning. Like that was always like whenever we were talking about. I feel like sometimes I didn't want to like say it out loud, but like whenever we were talking about like how I'm fearful about consequences on Howard's end. Like I always said, you know, he is going to therapy and he is struggling in his house, and like he mentioned depression as well, which I thought was visible. That's like kind of what always like I was alluding to, like a potential suicide or something like that.
We had that conversation many times. Whenever you said it, I was like, I think I said I hope that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping. I think it's very bad.
Unfair towards Howard's character.
Exactly. That's why I thought that. That's why I was hoping that it's not gonna happen. Not just because I don't want Jimmy and Kim to do stuff like that. Yeah. It's more like I don't want that to happen to Howard. I feel like it would be easy. It would be easier for me if it was some random person who died by their fault unintentionally.
Yeah.
That would be easier for me because I don't think Howard deserves this, and I think, and I really like Howard as a character, as a guy, as a person.
Me too.
I'm not saying he is flawless. He had many of his, like, he did many mistakes.
Yeah.
But I think what I loved about his character the most is that he tried to make amends for it. Even though sometimes we had that many times that like he was doing it in a wrong way, in my opinion.
Yeah. But not with wrong intentions.
Exactly. And that's enough for me.
Exactly.
Maybe it's not enough for Jimmy and Kimmy to ever forgive him, but that's enough for me, that I know that he was trying his best even though he didn't know how. And
from all the characters we know in Better Call Saul, he is the most morally straight character. Like, he is the best character of them all, let's say. Like, he has made his mistake.
I think.
Well, no, he's not. I mean, human. That's who the fuck is the best human here. But like, from the characters, I fucking agree. But like, from the characters that we know, like, he is the one that's like, he
didn't do anything.
Exactly, and it's so sad that it happens to him because like he was never involved in this. He didn't even fucking approach the situation in any sort of way. Like, he never was like, Hank has also been killed and it was like a tragedy, but like Hank was in it, Hank was actively pursuing people and everything,
Actually,
so
that's kind of similar to me.
Well, yes, but like both innocent people who died.
Yeah, both innocent people who had nothing to do with that.
Yes, exactly.
Thing.
But like, Hank knew the consequences when he was yes, and he knew the consequences when he decided to chase after this and like do his plan or whatever.
Okay.
And Howard was just there. Howard was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. Like, it's so unfair. Yeah. And he never would have been there if Jimmy and Kim hadn't done this to him.
I just want to say that I didn't think this episode was just perfect, in my opinion.
Oh, it was fucking phenomenal.
Honestly, like you said, the build-up, the tension in every scene from the beginning. Yeah. Even with the scenes, okay, where to start?
I don't know.
Let's start with the case.
I'm just like, in my mind, I'm going back and forth. I just want to say so many things, and I can't even. There's not gonna be structure to this. Like, I can't. I don't have structure.
Yeah, I think we're
just gonna be whatever comes to mind.
Yeah. Sandpaper's case played out, I mean, that case with how them spraying how it played out pretty much like
they wanted to.
Exactly, and like we thought it was gonna happen before this.
If you thought our review was erratic thus far, it's about to become even more because like we took a break to eat, so like now we're continuing. And like, what the fuck did we talk about? Couldn't tell you. We talked about like their plan and how it worked.
Succeeded. That they did everything what they did.
I love the contrast of this show because like in the beginning, like they're doing their plan and it looks ridiculous. Like, it looks like a comedy show. Like, Kim is running across, her heels fall. They're like making the shot. It all looks so funny. Yeah. Like it's coming from a straight comedy show, and then you just like think about the context of this and what they're doing and how this is gonna ruin someone's life for no fucking apparent reason, and then it becomes dark. But like, I love that contrast
for the reason that they like it.
Yeah,
I just loved how it was pointed out in this episode and showed how much they did this because they enjoy it, and how much they enjoyed it. I mean, we had in previous seasons, we constantly saw how they feel after they win a case, meaning after they screw somebody over, after they plant some evidence and win the case that way.
Yeah, we had a high because of
exactly. We had kisses in the hallways and stuff like that when the adrenaline is high.
Yeah, and then like they're screwing Howard over and they're having sex in the background.
Oh my god,
like,
I think that was
screwed up.
Yeah, but I think it was perfect.
Perfect to show like how fucking
fucked up it is. Fucked up it is.
I was looking for like correct word, but like
then I loved I think we're just gonna go like this
again, then no fucking structure.
Then I loved that's exactly what Howard told them.
Oh my god, Howard!
From every word.
Read them like a fucking book.
Exactly. He literally read it. He was like, I didn't know. I was trying to figure out why the two of them did what they did, and I thought it was for money or something. Yeah. But it's just because you are sociopaths who get
off on this. Yeah, and who have fun. I think he compared them to some duo they said names, and they might be like, I don't know, like serial killers or something, went on a killing spree, possibly.
Okay, that's too much.
Like, yes, but like just to say like sociopaths who like don't care. I think that's what he was, getting at. I don't think, not murdering sociopaths,
Exactly.
but like still, they don't care who they harm, maybe. I always wanted this. I think we even mentioned this, like, when we knew what they were doing to Howard, I knew that there was gonna come a scene where Howard, like probably one of the last scenes, when Howard confronts them and tells them to their face that they're just awful people for doing this. And I was so looking forward to that scene because I love when the characters that we know and love, who are like this, are presented, like when someone tells them, who can objectively say how they are and who has full fucking right to tell them how they are, who just tells them that, who just reads them and tells them that they're not fucking good people and tells them why they're doing this and like how their reasonings are ridiculous.
But I think they know that.
I mean, I also think they know that.
That's the difference, in my opinion, from maybe some other cases, I think they knew that perfectly. I think maybe when Jimmy said stuff to what's the name, Hugh, we're doing this because we can help many people, this is gonna be a good thing. I don't think Jimmy believed that for a second there.
No, he sounded
I think he
like
knew. I think both of them know perfectly fine that this is horrible. I think they know that this is a bad thing what they're doing. I don't think they're justifying it within themselves. I think it's easier for them because they hate Howard.
I think that is a way that they are somehow justifying it to themselves. I think everything that Howard said was like, I wonder what you say to yourself, Howard, he did this to me. He's, he came from a rich family. He got served everything on a platter, poor us, and he's high up, I think those are all the things that they do tell themselves, which are like the reasons why they like hate him or whatever. Again, it's really about their view of Howard. It's not about Howard as a person. Like a lot of it, the things with Jimmy, a lot of it's connected with Chuck. Like, of course, Jimmy connects Chuck and Howard. He projects it on Howard. And all of those things, I'm sure, were the things that, like, they know that what they are doing is not right, but they're like, it's fine because, like, Howard is also this and this and this and this.
I think they let themselves do that even though they know that it's bad. Just
exactly.
Because Howard is bad guy as well in their mind.
Again, they know what they're doing
exactly.
is not right.
That's what I want to say.
They know it's not right, but they're like, Howard is not a good person, so like it doesn't really matter that he gets like his reputation ruined because like he is this and this and everything that Howard mentioned, like he's that. And that's how they tell to themselves, and that's how they justify the bad things that they do. Look, they have crossed lines. They have crossed a lot of fucking lines. I love them, and it will be a cold day in hell when I defend any of their actions. And I think this is also this whole situation again is very similar to the Chuck situation in my mind. Like, they made Chuck appear like he was crazy while he was telling something about Jimmy that was actually true. They fabricated evidence to make it seem like that wasn't really the case. And at the end, Chuck, from the aftermath of everything and Chuck's whole demeanor and his illness and everything, he unfortunately committed suicide. And with Howard, when they destroyed him, like, that was a very sad part of it, that Howard came to them and he told them, look, basically, like, I have bounced back from everything. Like, I am dealing with many issues. Like, we know that he dealt with Chuck's death. We know that his marriage is not the best. He deals with depression. And yet he wanted to get better. He didn't want to give up. He wanted to get better. And that was taken away from him in that moment. And that's very sad.
Everything was horrible.
Yeah, so like honestly, I do want to see how Jimmy and Kim are now gonna deal with this, because like of course you didn't pull the trigger, like you didn't kill him, but like he wouldn't have died if you didn't do this. you know. That would make me feel enough guilt. And I'm assuming that it's gonna do the same to them, but also maybe not, because like in a very unhealthy way, much like Jimmy did with Chuck, like he was able to literally push that so far back, even blamed Howard, because like that was what's the easiest for him to do. He pushed it so far back in his mind that he didn't really even think about it, nor was he like in pain visibly over it or something. So like it might just be that again, you know. We know that they don't, Jimmy at least, I don't know what Kim is gonna do, doesn't deal with situations in any healthy manner. We have to see what fucking happens.
I have no idea how they're gonna now react to that. I don't know. I have no idea.
I would feel I couldn't. Again, one of the also worst parts is that Howard is now dead, with everyone thinking, all his colleagues, all of his entire firm, wherever he built his reputation, thinking that he's a drug addict. His wife thinking that he was maybe a drug addict.
He's like, well, nothing.
I have no idea. They don't have a good relationship, so like, who the fuck knows what she's gonna think?
No, I definitely think we had that scene with Howard and his wife when she knows how Jimmy is messed up and that he threw balls and stuff at his car, and he basically told her, "You're gonna hear some stuff," and and Jimmy is continuing to try to do this. You know,
I wish that his wife would pursue this.
And
I wish that someone would try to clear his name and come to the bottom of what actually happened.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I mean, probably not.
But I definitely do believe. I honestly think that his wife is not gonna believe in any of the stuff that's gonna be told to her. Not if like I'm not sure if you said it on camera or did you say it just before the review to me. You said something like they're gonna maybe have to make him like he killed himself.
Oh yes, because I was thinking about like, what the fuck do you do now? You have the body and Howard is dead now. What the fuck are you gonna do?
I don't think that Lalo is gonna deal with that.
No, Lala's gonna be like, you two clean it up.
Yeah.
And like they can't just bury him, because like then there's gonna be searches, and then that's gonna be, you know, more questions asked and everything. And I think, unfortunately, it will be believable that, like, after all of this happened and his reputation was ruined, that he just went and killed himself, which is, like, one more
but can they
nail in the fucking coffin.
But they can...
because, like, he was shot right here.
Exactly.
He was shot right there.
That's literally for suicide. But they're gonna scan his blood. They're gonna test his blood then to see if he was on drugs.
They're gonna see alcohol. And drugs are not going to be visible, no.
Drugs are not. So then, what's the name? Cliff is gonna know that he wasn't okay for the past 6 months.
Are they going to examine his body if it seems like a suicide?
Yes, because they gonna check if he was on drugs when that happened.
Why would they check if he was on drugs?
Why wouldn't? When it's suicide, why wouldn't?
Do they check that? If they think it's like a shot case of suicide, do they check those things?
Well, I'm hoping they check that if it was 100% suicide.
Yeah.
Because that will happen in every other case.
Yes, but like if that happens and Kim and Jimmy want them to find drugs, because like if they don't find drugs, then this is all suspicious. If they fucking put drugs in him while he's dead, guys... this is all so fucking bad, but like how worse can it get? Like you're gonna now stage maybe a suicide for him, because like I don't know how else they are gonna do this. Like this seems like the most rational way to go, I guess, let's say.
But I don't know, because it's not like they know how to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, they have to get him to
honestly, I feel like they might just call Mike and be like, Mike, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, maybe.
Like Mike, Lalo came, he shot, we have to hide this, I don't know.
That's not gonna happen. Lalo's not gonna let them
call Mike. Lalo's not gonna let them call Mike.
I have no idea.
He needs them for this.
Maybe they're gonna be like, you deal with the body and we're gonna help you with whatever you want. I honestly have no idea, because to me, it's not like they know what to do. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, it's not that hard to like imagine. You
have to shoot him then.
Why would you have to shoot him?
Well, in the other room. It's not like there has to be blood on the floor.
You just shoot them near water and just throw his body in, and then the people would find the gun, and then lack of blood, it's in the fucking water.
I don't know.
I feel like if it was me,
exactly.
I feel like that's how I would do it. But you also have to use his hand to shoot the gun, because there has to be gunpowder residue on his hand.
they're not gonna... Is Lalo gonna give them a gun? Oh, come on, that's never gonna happen.
No. Like, they can do it, like, immediately then. Like, Lalo can be like, okay, you want the evidence? Poof, shoot, and then take away his gun. And then just there's never a murder weapon, and then people can just assume that he killed himself.
That's what I think they will not.
But again, I think they need to shoot from his
Honestly,
end.
I have no idea. This theory lacks many things that they're gonna think. In my opinion,
know.
If the show wants to do.
I don't know, because I don't think if they just hide the body, then that's gonna be prolonged and investigation and everything. And I mean, they can always say like he ran away because of this. People can always think like he ran away because of the whole embarrassing situation that happened to him. You know, like they can always say that, I guess.
I mean, not them. They're not.
Yeah, not them, but like the general public.
Honestly,
like Flip,
but
they
like again,
I
think that if he was missing, there is a big possibility that the woman, his wife, is gonna start to question things.
I
have no idea. We'll yet to see that.
Honestly, I fucking wish that I don't think it's gonna happen, but I do wish this would come to light. I wish that everyone knew that it really was Jimmy and Kim and not Howard, and that everything Howard said was correct. I mean, I fucking wish that would happen, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we know that it's not gonna happen because we know what happens with Saul afterwards.
Exactly.
And he doesn't have that reputation. He doesn't have... There is nothing...
Well, technically, I mean, his reputation is a criminal lawyer, so, like, he does have that reputation.
But I don't think... I honestly don't think that's gonna happen.
Me neither, unfortunately.
But... and also what I think they're gonna... their consequences are gonna be within themselves and also with Lalo. Mm-hmm. For whatever is gonna happen with Lalo right now, you know? And what is gonna happen with Lalo, that's another mystery that we talked about right now and have no idea. We try to figure out anything that could possibly happen.
I just like, why people tell me, why do you think, what is he gonna use Jimmy and Kim for? Like for acquiring evidence? For...
I mean, they're his lawyers.
They're his lawyers.
So, and they're his criminal lawyers.
Yes, and like, what do you need
and
them to do?
They're capable of stuff, but like, what do you need them to do legally?
That's the thing. What the fuck do you need them to do?
Do you need them? I was like, legally to go against.
Yeah, I thought that as well, but like,
I don't think so.
Me neither. But
honestly,
like,
there is nothing that comes to my mind.
But like, he has to betray Lalo, doesn't he?
Who?
Jimmy. Has to in some way betray Lalo, because again, I thought like if he never sees Lalo or something like that, then he just thinks, oh, Lalo came back now. But he said like, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio, didn't Lalo send you? So like, he has to in some way screw over Lalo, because he's gonna be afraid of consequences coming from Lalo's side, like that Lalo's gonna send someone to kill him.
But you don't think he knew at that point that Lalo is dead and Ignacio is dead, because both of those things happened already.
Do you think what happened already?
When he said it wasn't me, it was Ignacio, did Lalo send you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he doesn't know at that point that Lalo is dead? Do you think that he doesn't know at that point that Ignacio is dead?
I don't know what he knows about Ignacio. I have no idea, but like, if that scene happens after.
Yeah.
So like, there is something...
Lalo already died there before that.
Possibly.
I mean,
possibly yes, but like maybe Jimmy doesn't know that he's dead. Like we don't know anything what Jimmy knows at that point.
I honestly
like,
don't think.
So like I just think there is something that he is fearful about from Lalo. Like he did something, didn't he? And they wanted him to testify in some way against Lalo.
I don't think that's gonna happen. That he's gonna testify.
I don't know, not testify, but
he's
like
gonna
maybe
be too scared. Oh, come on, this guy came here and killed Howard in front of him, and he's gonna go testify against Lalo.
Well, not
the only way he can betray him is with Mike. That's the only way somehow that like he can betray him. But like that's gonna get Lalo killed.
Possibly.
So
I mean,
honestly,
it's not like testifying in front of a judge. Like he anonymously can just tell the information to the DEA or whoever. Or the FBI or something.
No, he would be so scared.
Yes, but like if he is at the point where he thinks whenever they finish whatever they want, whatever Lalo wants them to do, then I would think, if I was them, and Lalo wants us to do something, and when we do it, I would assume that we're gonna die. I would think we're as fucking good as dead.
Run away.
Yeah, maybe. And like maybe that's what maybe Jimmy is thinking ahead of like if we get him caught, then he can't kill us. and we have nothing to lose because we're gonna die either way. You know, if we complete whatever he wants us to complete, I would consider myself a dead man. So like maybe it's something along those lines.
Maybe makes sense, but I still think that and the way he's gonna screw him over is gonna be with Mike, and that's gonna maybe exactly that thing is gonna maybe get Lalo killed.
Well, yes, because
but
then he would have to know that Lalo is
and I think he does
dead,
know.
and I don't know when he said didn't Lalo send you.
I think he just played it. I don't know how to explain it. Like these two guys,
yeah, but like
came
what
and nobody maybe knows.
Yes, but
that
like
Lalo
what is
dead
he gaining from playing it that way? Like someone kidnapped you. What the fuck do you gain from saying it wasn't me? It was Ignacio and Lalo sent you. What do you gain from that? What plan is that? I don't know. That's the part where like I can't figure out what the plan is. So like to me, he has to be honest because like what else would
then
he was
he
he
doesn't
doing?
know that Lalo is dead.
Yeah, then he doesn't know that Lalo
and
is
that
dead.
makes zero sense to me, honestly.
I don't know.
For the plan, because now honestly I think Kim is definitely gonna run away.
Yeah, I guess.
Kim's life is definitely gonna be in a huge danger, and they're gonna use the vacuum cleaner card. I mean, it doesn't have to happen, but that's what I think.
But like Jimmy doesn't run.
Especially because I don't think that Kim is now going to jail. In my mind, at this point, the only thing that I think is gonna happen is that Kim is running away.
I just love how much they mention, like both in this episode, Howard mentioned it and Chuck mentioned it one of the previous, seasons. But like both of them, when they were looking at Kim, like always tell her, like you're one of the most brilliant. Like we have the most hope for you. Like you can be such an incredible lawyer, and this is what you fucking choose. This is what you fucking chose. And like unfortunately, she dug her hole and she buried herself in it, and there is no coming back from it. Like this is the life that she chose. I don't think now we're gonna see her in the future. Now she's doing lawyering again, and she's a good lawyer. That's the thing. She could have done so much good for people.
The life she chose. Yes, she did at the end.
Oh no, I mean
I think she couldn't escape who she became because of the way she grew up and the childhood that she had. No, I don't think that's an excuse for doing this for Howard, but I do believe that's some kind of explanation that you can understand how she got to this point, that she enjoyed criminal life much more than she enjoyed doing actually good things. You know what I mean?
No, I agree, and that's why like I can always say Jimmy also didn't have a choice to becoming this, and Kim also didn't have a choice to becoming this because of the way they grew up. And of course it's not any excuse because like people go through awful things and they can be good humans.
But I love that there is an explanation.
Of course
behind
there is an explanation, but like again, it is a choice at the end of the day. I mean, it's not a choice, but like you do make it. This is who they decided to be. And she said in the beginning, this is where I need to be.
Exactly.
There was no other option at any point.
But
and
I
so
love
that whole fucking promising career that she could have had, and I wish she fucking have, down the drain. Because again, all stems back from her childhood and everything. And unfortunately, again, her and Jimmy together, explosion. Like, I couldn't tell you with fucking certainty. Yes, he said, like, you're just made for each other. And I couldn't tell you with fucking certainty if they didn't meet each other. If they didn't... But that was also an inevitable thing. Like, I think the people that they attract and want to be with have to be fucking toxic as well. And they have to adhere to those traits in each other, like the darkness or whatever. And so, like, that also part, I think, was inevitable. Like I couldn't tell you what would be happening with Kim if she like was in a relationship with a guy who wasn't like Jimmy.
I don't think she would.
Exactly, like she wouldn't have been from the start. I think she like wanted to find this, but like let's say in another fucking world, like if she could, like none of this might not have happened, But what ifs don't really matter. We are where we are. But
I love that she's the one because I can't say I feel so sad that she doesn't have her promising career because I love that she chose not to have it. I love that it didn't come because of some stupid decisions and then it collided and stuff like that and she couldn't get out of it, so she couldn't, what I mean?
Choice, yeah.
I just love that it was shown like that. Just in the last episode she was driving and she just turn the
Switched.
wheel.
And that's it.
And that's it. And in this episode, she stated it very clearly, and you can see that she wants this, and that this is the thing that she decided that she needs, you know? That she cares about this more. And I love that. I love that it was shown that like that. And
I also loved, like, to me at least, I remember that scene with Walter, and I thought it was some parallel. You know, Walter at the end of season 4, he was talking to Skylar after he killed Gus, and after he did this whole elaborate plan. And he's calling her and he's saying, I won. And now, like, Howard comes to them and telling them, like, you know, you won.
Yeah.
I thought, like, in my mind, there was a parallel. I thought it was brilliant. I also love the fucking title that they chose for this episode.
Yeah.
Plan execution. Because, like, immediately, I was like, fucking execution.
I honestly think that there are some parallels in this show with Jimmy and Kim. And also characters, especially Walt and Breaking Bad. They're just on different scales.
I mean, they're like
it's things,
both are
completely different people.
They're Breaking Bad. Like Walter, a lot of it was about ego and, you know, the power that he wanted. And for them, it's not really about that. It's about that high and that adrenaline, and like that is a difference between the two of them for me. I mean, the like two and the one. In terms of like doing awful things and continuing to like be worse, that's, you know, it's a Walter White parallel.
But on much.
I agree.
Because we can't say it's Walter White's parallel, and there while Walter White was killing people and getting people killed around himself. I mean, they also got by some connections.
It's a watered down version of it.
Exactly, but like Walter, his whole family was constantly in danger. Everybody around him. Those two people can compare to Walter in my eyes. In any case, just that the storyline.
I just think there are like just some instances that like you can see something from there, but again, they're different. Like Kim at the end of season 5 when she's like planning to do the thing to Howard and then she goes like oh my god, like just like Howard was shot, like that seemed so cold, like that seemed very cold, and that like seemed, you know, I do associate that with Walter as well.
I associated that with Jimmy.
I mean, yes, Jimmy did that, but like the mannerism of it that seemed so cold to me. Like was, you know, to me reminiscent of Walt, but like maybe just like a combination of Walt and Jimmy, you know. So like there are definitely, you know, some parallels to be drawn between the two of them and Walt, but again, very different characters, very different motivations.
So what's gonna happen next with Lalo? Could not tell you.
I honestly like I need to think about what he needs.
Now we're gonna have a month-long break, something like that. I think the next episode comes out late June. I'm not 100% sure. A month and a half. It's 12. The July 12th.
July
12th.
Honestly, whoever the fuck was one of the writers who said that this is not like a traditional half-season finale because they just wrote it as a 13 episodes, lies. This is a finale as I've ever seen one. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Thomas or whatever his name is.
That's a fucking lie. I don't know. This is one of the best episodes of the show for me. This was
we
incredible.
said it many times.
I think we did.
And
honestly, a lot of times I feel like this season.
Exactly, and I stand by every single time. Every single time that we said. Also, this season, perfect from start to finish. I gave 10 for every single season before this is 15.
I agree.
Honestly.
God, but that moment when the candle blows and it's him just coming from the fucking shadows.
And the second moment,
the chills.
The moment,
chills I felt
when the music in my mind was a little bit quieter but intense. He was just making the gun, putting the silencer or whatever to the gun. I was not feeling good at that point. Yeah, and when he killed him. I mean, we knew that it was going to happen at that point, but like,
I mean, the second I see that Lalo's here, I mean,
because
Lalo's going to shoot him for two fucking reasons. Like, Lalo has to shoot him because, like, Jimmy and Kim have to be fucking fearful of you to, like, follow whatever and to fall in line. He has to shoot someone. Also, he doesn't really want to be seen. Howard was not making it out of there alive. Like, literal collateral fucking damage. and he never would have been here if Jimmy and Kim didn't do what they did to him. There's really no excuses.
Okay,
like
guys.
no words.
A perfect episode. That's it. We'll see you in a month and a half. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.